Good morning and happy Monday. It's January 13th and welcome to Cincy Lifestyle. We're so excited that you're joining us. We have quite the show today.
Yes, we do.
Have a jam-packed show.
Hey, how did your Oscar brackets hold up?
Yeah.
Did you do a good job with your Oscar nomination predictions?
Hopefully you picked the Joker and the Irishman.
Because that's about it.
Yeah, because the Joker had 11 mentions.
It did. And you know what? I was really surprised on the Best Picture for Ford versus Ferrari. That was really surprised me. I thought that was more, I didn't see it, but it seemed to be more of a action guy buddy film. And usually those don't get nominated.
Not Mona's cup of tea.
No, exactly.
Did you guys see any of the films?
Let's see. The Irishman.
As we're all up here,
No.
I saw The Irishman, and I saw half of Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
I had
Got up and walked out? I can't take it anymore.
It was sort of like, boy, I should have took a nap before this. But you know, it is classic Quentin Tarantino. It really is. So he's just always got a little odd, kind of quirky kind of things in his movies. But it's good.
I do want to get in a word in behalf of Andrew of our team.
Oh, yes.
Who is royally unhappy that Star Wars didn't get more.
I know, and it's been. I don't think any of us saw the new Star Wars film either.
Yeah.
So sorry, Andrew.
I agree with him. They were underserved. It just was not fair.
Yeah.
That's right.
And I'm a big documentary watcher, so unfortunately I didn't see a lot of the feature films. But
Wait. You just go to documentaries?
I just go to documentaries. I like to watch documentaries.
But you know what?
Crickets.
I was really impressed with Parasite. So now I can't wait to see it. And I don't mind reading closed caption because I do it anyway because I can hardly hear. So don't mind watching a foreign
She's
film.
not kidding about that either. Anyway.
It'll be interesting.
Well, as the work year in the new decade gets underway, many are dreaming of a career change, but may feel stuck in a job that doesn't make the most of their training and abilities. Well, a couple from Mason have written some books, and they're going to help you out right now. Is that right, Clyde?
That is absolutely right, Mona. Right now, I want to invite you to join us in welcoming Phil and Beth Bruns. They are the authors of Launch Your Life, Creating a Life in Service of God, and Launch Your Life Action Planner. Thank you both for being here with us this morning.
Thanks for having us.
So tell us just a little bit about these two books and what the inspiration was behind them.
Well, we started with the Launch Your Life book, and the inspiration was really from many people that we've talked to of all ages that they get stuck in their lives because of work or because of a variety of things, really. And the book kind of gives them a chance to have dreams. It shows that God has dreams for us, and that we can have dreams based on God and God's will for our lives and move forward. And it also kind of gives a roadmap to navigate achieving that dream.
Beth, that's the action planner, right?
Our action planner is a formulated, self-guided journal to help people, move forward. And we were very much inspired by our daughters. We have 4 daughters. They were all moving forward gainfully in their lives, and they wanted us to start helping their friends. And that was sort of the beginning of it.
Okay, all right. So can you give us an idea of a tip that you pass along to folks in this process in your book?
Well, I love the very first section that popped into our minds one day about IPA, of having intention and planning and action. Because you can have all the dreams and ideas and goals in the world, but if you don't have an action to go with the intention and planning, then they just remain thoughts in your head. And so we really try to invoke the action behind the intentions and the planning.
So that really is what the planner is about, is to give you some structure to the whole thing.
Right, because we also find that a lot of young people are in jobs that they didn't take a college degree for. And so they have jobs, they have a plan, but it's not necessarily inspired by a dream. And we want to bring all of that together for people.
You talk about young people, but you speak as well to parents and grandparents about how they can assist but not hinder. What do you suggest to them?
Well, we speak from experience here with our 4 children ourselves and other friends that have children. And being big cheerleaders and kind of leading them and guiding them from behind versus dragging them along from the front.
We also encourage an engagement around speaking with them about their dreams to help them formulate a plan versus sending them out with like no direction or
Sure.
sending them out, pushing them into something.
So in other words, they got to have a plan too.
You've got to have a plan, and you got to have a relationship with young people to help them formulate their own dreams.
Sure. So let's get to the critical point here, because folks will want to know where they can get a hold of these books and these ideas. What would you say to them?
Go ahead.
We're doing a book signing tomorrow night at Joseph Beth Bookstore at 7 p.m. and we would love to meet people there, and both books will be available tomorrow night.
And the location of the store,
It's
generally
in
speaking?
In Rookwood Commons.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. All right. Thanks so much. We appreciate you being here.
Thank you.
Thank you for helping us find a roadmap.
Great, thank you.
Thanks.
Absolutely. Allie?
It started as French military training, and it's now evolved into one of the most searched keywords on YouTube. I'm talking about parkour, and we took a trip to Swift Movement Studio to learn more about it and what it takes to hardcore parkour. Take a look. Parkour. The word derives from parcours du combattant, aka military obstacle training. This style of training focuses on the surrounding natural environment while utilizing one's body to move from point A to point B as efficiently as possible via running, jumping, swinging, rolling, and other methods. It wasn't until the 90s when David Bell kickstarted the parkour movement. And with the advancements of camera phones and streaming technologies, parkour rapidly hit mainstream media. Parkour! Unlike Michael, Andy, and Dwight, technique is key. And that's where gyms like Swift Movement Studio are here to introduce anybody and everybody to parkour.
So when you start parkour, you're really starting everything at whatever you're comfortable with. A lot of times we start people at pretty much ground level, working on small jumps, getting accuracy with it, teaching the fundamental moves, really just get confident with your body.
There you go.
I think a lot of people think parkour is this big, crazy, adrenaline-filled, action-packed sport, which it can be. But it can also be a very slow, controlled, and methodical form of training that's good for really anyone. And parkour, there's a lot of opportunity for you to explore or to grow at your own pace, and you don't have to necessarily do the same thing that everybody else is doing. You can put a twist on it or a modification to it that makes it more comfortable for you to get to that next step.
Matthew and Seth methodically created the space to adjust to everyone's skill level. Pads can move, boxes can shift, and goals can safely be achieved because of that. At the end of the day, it's all about risk management and building strength, self-awareness, and ultimately confidence in what your body can do.
As I've become more confident with what I'm capable of and learning that whole process of kind of just challenging myself little by little and doing those small things that you're uncomfortable with, it helps you get comfortable with that same process in other areas of your life.
All coaches at Swift Movement Studio are certified through American Parkour, and classes are structured for all skill levels and ages.
I like this for my daughter, first of all, because it's full body. You're using all your muscles in your whole body, your arms, your torso, your abs, your back, everything, your legs. So she's jumping, climbing, swinging, doing everything. And I started to do it with her, and I really like how strong I've gotten from doing this. It's a lot different than a gym. Now all of a sudden I feel like I'm standing up taller, I got a little more strength and energy. It feels great.
Yeah.
Wow.
So you guys want to parkour?
No.
We were just talking about I get the feeling I'm going to break a bone doing that because I'm clumsy.
Well, they have classes for adults.
people?
For clumsy people. And what is the coolest part about that gym is they make it mobile. So if you don't feel comfortable stepping from one box to another or certain movements and motions, they'll adjust it with you.
Uh-huh.
You know,
It's all about self-control.
I look at what they're doing, and I figured there had to be a time when there was a fail, and it seemed like a fail
Yeah.
would be fatal, right?
Yeah, I'm telling
But
you.
that's why it's all about risk management. I mean, keep in mind these guys have been doing it for so long. But a really big point I also want to hit home is that it's not just a parkour gym. They do aerial, yoga, you name it. There's a little bit of it tumbling.
We can do that.
They also do Nerf
Yeah,
gun
we can do
fights,
that.
which is super cool. So I think I want to go back to that one. And you can look at all of their classes and their schedule online at swift-movement.com.
Yep.
Well, Allie, thank you for introducing us to that.
Parkour.
We appreciate it.
You look good at it.
Yeah. Well, here's a question for you. Do you often notice your child or grandchild sitting close to the TV or tablet screen? Do they rub their eyes a lot while looking at books? Well, these could be signs that they have trouble seeing. And we talked to Dr. Odell Owens about the importance of having your little one's vision checked and corrected early. Take a look.
See a lot of kids at 3 and 4 who are actually going to preschool. So they certainly need their eyesight so that they can perceive the world, that they can see the correct colors, that they can see the correct kind of movement, that they can be engaged and not have fear that the world looks different for them. But in real terms, they need to learn to have good eyesight so they can learn their alphabet, so they can learn how to count. And in return, that allows them to learn how to read. From the data that we can gather now, probably about 10% of children have eye problems. However, young kids tend not to relate that to the parents. They don't, because they're so young, they're not going to say things a little out of focus, or things don't look quite right, or not realizing things not as bright as it should be. So I think by testing, there are far more kids that need to have visual attention and visual treatment than we think. Certainly one of the most common and earliest signs of a child sitting real close to the TV or holding the book very close to them because they're not seeing it very well. Other signs can be tilting of the head where they're favoring sight through one eye versus the other one, rubbing their eyes because again they're not seeing it as well, so they think by rubbing their eyes it'll give them a clearer picture. Oftentimes they don't want to color because they can't stay within the lines and it's frustrating for them. And sometimes they'll have sensitivity to light. And also these kids don't want to do puzzles because again, they can't place things exactly right because things are kind of fuzzy. And sometimes they're seeing double. If your child exhibits any of these symptoms, the earliest that you can make that diagnosis, the better you are for your child to have those corrected. And that child then can be fully engaged, especially at 3 or 4 where they're in preschool, getting ready for the important grade of kindergarten. We strongly believe in school-based health centers. We believe that providing health care to kids while they're at school will allow that child to miss less school and be a better student and then hopefully graduate. Part of that process has also been to add vision and dental. We strongly feel that these young children, especially starting at age 2 and 3 who may be in this preschool program, need to have their eyes examined, as well as continuity of having their eyes examined throughout the rest of their school time at that particular school. We're fortunate that Interact for Health has been able to have good partners, that we can provide comprehensive health care and comprehensive vision. When I mean comprehensive, we have all the equipment that one needs to examine an eye, and then when it's determined that that child needs a pair of glasses, the glasses are brought to the child at that school. Therefore, the child's not missing school, and the parents, more importantly, are not missing work.
Wow, that's a great program. Well, for more information on how to keep your kids healthy, you can give Interact for Health a call at 888-310-4904 or check them out online at interactforhealth.org.
All right, Mona, thanks a lot. Coming up here on Cincy Lifestyle, if your heater's been acting up, now's the time to fix it. Our friends at Arling House will tell us more about the importance of a second opinion, and they'll stress the Arling House difference. We'll have all that and a whole lot more in just minutes.
Having a reliable heating or air conditioning unit can make the difference from being comfortable in your home to being bundled up in some blankets, and that's where Arling House comes in. And I want to talk more about this with Brian and Heather Arling House. Thank you both for being here.
Thank you for having us.
Of course. So tell us about the Arling House difference.
The Arling House difference is all about our employees. We hire for character and we train for trade. They are carrying out the Arling House mission of providing solutions to our customers that they can use within their home to make their home comfortable and safe for their family.
Now, you know what? I noticed you're wearing pink. There's a reason for that, isn't it?
There definitely is. The pink stands out. It is the color of comfort in our eyes, and it just shows how different we are from everybody else.
All right. Well, tell us why you decided to do what you do in your business.
Well, it really leads back to my grandfather. Pretty large family growing up, and he was always the one that made everybody happy no matter what. And it was always instilled in me, and we've incorporated that into our business with our mascot, Happy House, and taking that to our customers. Every customer should be happy in their home, and we're able to do that through heating and air conditioning.
Wow, you sure are. Well, also for your customers, you've added an additional service to the heating and air conditioning. Tell me about that.
We have, about a year and a half ago, we added plumbing services also. And it's just another way for us to make our customers happy in a time of need. And very important to us, and it's going very well on the plumbing side.
Well, it sounds great. Now, if people want to get in touch with you, how can they do that?
They can go directly online to arlinghouseair.com or call us at 727-9000.
All right. The Arling House difference. It's a great way to keep your home comfortable. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We love to show you new and unique music here on Cincy Lifestyle, including bands who come from out of town. Right now, we want to introduce you to a couple with roots in blues and bluegrass who are taking their sound up a notch. Here are the Ghost Wolves. Carly and Johnny Wolf, and they are with the Ghost Wolves, or Ghost Wolves, depending on how you feel that day. Guys, welcome. We're excited to have you here.
Thank you. All right.
Yeah. Give folks an idea of what your sound is.
We're calling it blues, punk, southern gothic now.
Is that your final answer?
It's our final answer.
I thought it was punk blues.
Oh, man.
We'll let you guys decide.
It's a debate.
Punk blues.
They have a lot of different sounds, super dynamic, and more importantly, you just released 3 new songs.
Yes.
So we're gonna hear some of that today. You guys have evolved your sound. You've been playing together for how long?
Almost 9 years. 9 long years.
What is that like?
We've been talking about it lately because it's really funny now. We look back and it's like, gosh, we played in Cincinnati like 8 years ago. That feels like a long time ago now.
When you guys first started, what would you say your sound was, and how did you get to where you are right now?
Well, when we started, we were playing R.L. Burnside and Ronnie Dawson primarily. So it was a blues and a rockabilly mixture. And we were writing songs like that and getting our inspiration from that. Just strictly drums and guitar with one amp. So then we started evolving, and I got 2 amps to make a bigger sound, and Johnny got his synth, and so we were able to add a little bit of electronic sounds in there, and the music would sort of evolve naturally with adding the different instruments.
And why? Let's even take a step backwards a little bit as to where your name, the Ghost Wolves, comes from, and the roots of that, and then how Dakota plays into it.
Yeah, so my family has been rescuing and raising wolf hybrid and northern bred dogs for years and years, and so I was raised with them. And right when we started this band, our alpha male passed away, Ice, and he was with us for 15 years, so he was, a big part of our family. And so we wanted to carry his legacy with us, and so we named the band the Ghost Wolves. And since then, when Johnny and I met, we had 8 at the time, and so it was a pretty big pack, but all of them have since passed on, and we've rescued others since then too, and we're actually back up to 7 at the moment. But
my goodness,
yeah,
it's a lot of dog food. Oh my goodness.
Yes,
it's a lot. But the Ghost Wolves pack has grown over the years, and as well as the ones that travel with us and keep us company and keep us happy. So that's Dakota's job.
Could you have predicted this, kind of how this music journey has been for you?
No, you know, we've had an eye on releasing something with Third Man Records since we started this band because we love the label, and we were talking about it. Like Johnny was like, if you would have told me that we would be able to achieve that when we started this, I wouldn't have believed it. So we put in the work, and like it's just like finally a big
deal.
Yeah,
These 3 songs for you. But we're gonna talk about your fashion faux pas, because you said that in Japan, number 1, folks really loved your attire, and 2, Carly's trying to put the hat over the headphones. It's not working. But this is kind of a big thing for you guys now, right? Moving into the fashion scene. What is it all about?
It's great.
Absolutely.
Yeah, well, we have a line of clothing out in Asia in 40 stores with a company called Hysteric Glamour, and they love Carly's art because she sits in the van while I'm driving because I drive everywhere. She draws, does posters and anything like that. So we've been sending them packages of art for a couple of years now, and they've been printing it on beautiful clothing.
Where can everybody find and get your music?
TheGhostWolves.com.
Thank you so much for being here. Johnny, Carly, thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having us.
That was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Safe travels.
Thank you.
Yes, snow. 1 year ago, this reminder from my daughter this morning. So as gloomy as it is out there now, it could be worse. 1 year ago today.
1 year ago today, remember that day so distinctly. Went to Parkside Cafe that day and took some pictures out in the snow.
There you go.
That was a fun day.
That's Cincy Lifestyle for Monday, January 13th. Mona, take us home.
Well, remember, we love it when you reach out to us. So look at all the ways on your screen. Contact us. Give us some great show ideas. We love it. Looking for some more groups.
Yeah.
Local groups you like.
Yeah.
And in the meantime, make it great.
Nobody does it better. Hey, thank you so much for watching our video. Now, if you liked what you saw, hit the subscribe button. You can also check out full episodes of the show you've never seen before, or watch your favorites again and again. And as always, be sure to make it a great day.